Soup, it's warm, comforting, and for many seniors, it's the go-to meal when appetite is low or digestion feels sluggish. Whether it's for a light lunch, a soothing dinner, or something easy to heat up when you don't feel like cooking, soup has earned its place as a staple in the senior kitchen. But here's the catch. Not all soups are created equal. Many of the soups you find on store shelves, especially the canned and boxed varieties, are loaded with hidden ingredients that can quietly undermine your health. From sky-high sodium levels to artificial thickeners, preservatives, and even chemical flavor enhancers, these soups are far from the wholesome healing bowls we think they are. And that's especially important for seniors. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to salt, additives, and poor-quality fats. Our digestion slows down, our kidneys and heart work harder, and we rely on food not just for calories, but for healing, nourishment, and balance. Which means the soup you choose can either support your energy, immunity, and digestion, or sabotage them. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 soups you should never buy store-bought, no matter how convenient they seem. Then, we'll turn the page and reveal 4 homemade soups you can make easily that will actually work with your body, not against it. Let's begin with one of the most misleading comfort soups out there and why it's time to rethink it completely. 1. Canned cream of mushroom, the hidden sodium and additive trap. It's creamy, it's familiar, and it's been part of recipes for generations, from casseroles to cozy winter meals. But behind the nostalgic label, canned cream of mushroom soup is one of the worst offenders when it comes to senior health. First, let's talk sodium. One small can often contains 800 to 1200 milligrams of sodium per serving, and that's just in one bowl. For seniors trying to manage blood pressure, kidney function, or heart health, this is a silent threat. Excess salt draws water into the bloodstream, raises blood pressure, and increases strain on the heart, especially dangerous when combined with age-related circulation changes. But that's not all. Canned cream of mushroom soup typically contains hydrogenated oils or low-quality vegetable fats, which can promote inflammation. It's also thickened with wheat flour, cornstarch, or gums, which are hard on digestion and offer little nutritional value. And if that weren't enough, many brands include monosodium glutamate, MSG, or natural flavors that can trigger headaches, digestive upset, or sensitivity in older adults. Even the healthy or low-fat versions often substitute the fat with extra thickeners and chemical stabilizers to maintain texture, trading one issue for another. So while it may seem convenient, this soup is a concentrated bowl of additives, salt, and artificial flavor, with almost none of the nourishment your body actually needs. Want mushroom soup? You can make a simple, creamy version at home with real mushrooms, onions, garlic, bone broth, and a splash of milk or coconut milk. And you'll actually be giving your body what it craves: warmth, fiber, and real food. 2. Instant noodle soups, the MSG and preservative overload. They're cheap, fast, and easy, which is exactly what makes instant noodle soups so appealing. A kettle of hot water, a foil packet, and 2 minutes later you've got something warm to eat. But if you're a senior who's trying to support digestion, heart health, or energy levels, these soups are one convenience you simply can't afford. Instant noodle soups, especially the ones in foam cups or plastic pouches, are loaded with MSG, artificial flavors, preservatives, and excessive sodium. It's a combination that doesn't just strip your body of nutrients, it actively works against your health. Let's start with the sodium. Most instant noodle soups contain over 1,500 milligrams of sodium per serving, sometimes close to an entire day's recommended intake. That much salt in one sitting can spike your blood pressure, strain your kidneys, and cause fluid retention, all of which are especially dangerous for seniors dealing with hypertension, heart issues, or medication side effects. And then there's the MSG, monosodium glutamate, a flavor enhancer found in nearly every instant noodle brand. MSG is known to trigger symptoms like headaches, nausea, and palpitations in sensitive individuals. But even beyond those effects, it artificially stimulates your appetite, making you feel hungry again soon after eating. A cruel trick for anyone trying to eat mindfully or manage their weight. The noodles themselves are another problem. They're made from refined white flour, deep-fried during processing, and stripped of fiber, protein, or anything that resembles nutrition. Eating them regularly doesn't fill you up. It just adds empty calories, bloating, and often indigestion. Worse still, the cups or containers they come in are often lined with plastics or waxes that can leach into the soup when heated, especially when microwaved. For seniors trying to reduce toxic load or support hormone balance, this is an unnecessary and harmful exposure. There's also no real vegetables, no real broth, and certainly no nourishing ingredients to support aging digestion, muscle maintenance, or immune function. What you get is a warm bowl of artificial comfort that leaves your body more stressed than soothed. So what's the alternative? Make your own version with whole grain noodles or rice noodles, a simple broth, a handful of frozen veggies, and a dash of tamari or sea salt. It takes 10 minutes, but gives you real fuel, real flavor, and real health. Instant noodle soup may be fast, but what it gives your body in speed, it takes away in wellness. And that's a trade no senior should make. 3. Healthy canned vegetable soup, the Deceptive salt and sugar mix. At first glance, canned vegetable soup looks like the perfect choice. It's packed with veggies, it says low-fat or heart-healthy on the label, and it seems like a convenient way to eat clean. But for seniors who are trying to make smarter nutrition choices, this is one of the most misleading products in the entire soup aisle. The first issue? Sodium. Again, even the healthy versions of canned vegetable soup often contain 700 to 900 milligrams of sodium per serving. But here's the kicker. One can often contains 2 servings, and most people eat the whole thing. That means you could be getting up to 1,800 milligrams of salt in one sitting, even from a soup labeled low sodium. Too much sodium in seniors can raise blood pressure, strain the kidneys, and lead to swelling, fatigue, or dizziness. For those managing chronic conditions like heart disease or high blood pressure, this kind of sodium bomb is anything but heart healthy. But salt isn't the only concern. To balance the flavors in these soups, especially when the fat is reduced, manufacturers often add sugar. It might be listed as evaporated cane juice, dextrose, or even organic cane sugar, but the effect is the same. It spikes your blood sugar and undermines your body's ability to maintain energy and focus. For seniors with prediabetes, diabetes, or blood sugar sensitivity, this hidden sugar can cause energy crashes, cravings, and even mood swings. Then there are the preservatives and artificial ingredients. Even soups that claim to be natural often contain citric acid, flavor enhancers, and shelf-stabilizing chemicals that are hard on digestion and unnecessary for a body already doing its best to stay in balance. And here's a surprising twist. Many of these soups use reconstituted vegetables, dehydrated, then rehydrated with water and flavor packs. These vegetables have lost much of their original texture, flavor, and nutritional value. You think you're getting a medley of farm-fresh vegetables, but in reality, it's a reassembled mix of processed fragments with very little fiber and even less life left in it. The alternative? Make your own vegetable soup using frozen or fresh vegetables, low-sodium broth, and real herbs or spices. You can prep a big batch once and enjoy it all week. That way, you control the salt, the sweetness, and most importantly, the nourishment. Healthy should mean more than what's printed on a can. For seniors, it means supporting your heart, gut, and energy, not just trusting a label. 4. Clam chowder and seafood soups. The creamy culprit for gut trouble. Rich, creamy, and full of flavor, clam chowder and seafood soups feel like the ultimate comfort food. But when they come from a can or box, they quickly shift from comfort to concern. For seniors, these creamy store-bought options are among the worst offenders for gut health, heart strain, and hidden additives. The biggest problem with clam chowder and seafood soups in packaged form is the heavy use of cream, flour, and stabilizers to maintain texture and shelf life. Most versions don't rely on real cream, but instead use hydrogenated oils, processed milk powders, or thickening agents like modified cornstarch. These ingredients can irritate the digestive system, especially for seniors with lactose sensitivity, acid reflux, or slower gastric emptying. Then there's the sodium. One serving of canned clam chowder can contain 800 to 1200 milligrams of salt. And again, most people eat more than one serving. That much sodium in a creamy base not only raises blood pressure but also contributes to fluid retention, which leads to swelling, discomfort, and a heavier workload for your kidneys and heart. Seafood soups also present another hidden issue: questionable seafood quality. The clams, shrimp, or fish in these soups are often processed, preserved, or rehydrated from frozen, stripped of their natural texture, and often sourced from large-scale operations that use additives to preserve color and flavor. For seniors with sensitive digestion, these poor-quality proteins can trigger bloating, discomfort, or food sensitivities, even if you've never had trouble with seafood in the past. And if you're hoping these soups will deliver some kind of omega-3 benefit from the fish, don't count on it. The processing and cooking method destroys most of the beneficial fats, leaving behind a heavy, greasy base with little nutritional reward. Also, creamy soups often contain MSG or artificial seafood flavors, which can cause headaches, nausea, or restlessness in older adults, especially when consumed regularly. What's the alternative? If you enjoy chowder, make a lighter version at home using real seafood, homemade or low-sodium broth, and plant-based cream alternatives like cauliflower puree or unsweetened almond milk. Add fresh herbs like thyme or parsley, and you'll create a dish that's not only more flavorful, but far easier on the gut. For seniors who want real comfort food, skip the can and give your body the creamy nourishment it actually deserves. 5. Light or diet soups. The illusion of health with hidden risks. They sit on the shelves with bright labels that promise less fat, low calorie, or heart healthy. And for many seniors looking to manage weight or improve health, these so-called light or diet soups seem like the perfect choice. But peel back the label and you'll find a whole different story. One filled with chemical thickeners, flavor enhancers, and misleading nutrition. Let's begin with the word light. It usually means the soup has less fat, but fat isn't the enemy, especially not for seniors. Healthy fats support brain function, hormone production, joint mobility, and even better vitamin absorption. When food manufacturers strip fat from soup, they have to make up for it, and they usually do so with extra starches, gums, sugar, or artificial flavoring. These replacements do more than change the taste. They create a soup that might be low in calories, but high in glycemic impact, meaning it causes blood sugar to rise quickly and crash soon after. For older adults, especially those managing diabetes, insulin resistance, or fatigue, this kind of spike can wreak havoc on your energy and mood. Then there's the texture issue. Because the natural richness from fats is gone, these soups are thickened with xanthan gum, carrageenan, or modified cornstarch. These additives can be difficult to digest, and in some people they contribute to bloating, gas, or gut inflammation. Carrageenan in particular has been linked to intestinal distress and may aggravate conditions like IBS or colitis, concerns that are more common with age. The flavor also doesn't come from fresh herbs or slow cooking. It often comes from MSG, disodium inosinate, or artificial flavoring. These synthetic enhancers trick your taste buds into thinking the soup is rich and savory, while your body gets little real nutrition in return. And ironically, many of these diet soups are very low in protein, often just 1 to 3 grams per serving, leaving you unsatisfied and likely to snack shortly after. That means what seems like a smart, light meal actually undermines your digestion, your satiety, and your long-term wellness goals. For seniors, food should nourish and support, not manipulate. If you want a lighter soup, make it at home using a vegetable-based broth, real herbs, and whole ingredients. You can easily include lean protein, legumes, or root vegetables for balance, without the artificial additives or the illusion of health. Because when it comes to diet soups, the label may promise wellness, but what's inside is often anything but nourishing. 6. Shelf-stable box soups, the pasteurized pitfall. They look sleek, modern, and cleaner than canned soups. Shelf-stable box soups often market themselves as a smarter, healthier alternative, with labels boasting organic ingredients, no preservatives, and gluten-free options. But don't be fooled by the trendy packaging. For seniors, these box soups hide a major drawback: aggressive processing that kills nutrients and compromises gut health. The key issue lies in the ultra-high temperature, UHT pasteurization process used to make these soups shelf-stable. To preserve them for months or even years without refrigeration, they are heated to extremely high temperatures, often above 280 degrees Fahrenheit, in just seconds. This kills bacteria, but it also destroys most of the natural enzymes, antioxidants, and sensitive vitamins like vitamin C and many B vitamins. What you're left with is a soup that might look colorful and feel warm in your belly, but delivers very little nutritional benefit to your body, especially if you're relying on it as a regular meal. The second issue? To compensate for the duller taste and flat texture caused by pasteurization, many boxed soups include flavor enhancers, sugar, extra salt, and synthetic natural flavors. Even organic or clean label varieties aren't immune. Many contain 600 to 800 milligrams of sodium per serving, plus ingredients like yeast extract or maltodextrin to artificially boost flavor. For older adults, these flavor tricks can lead to digestive irritation, blood pressure spikes, and bloating, particularly if consumed often. And because the textures are usually overly smooth and uniform, there's little fiber or real substance to slow digestion or keep you full. Shelf-stable boxed soups also have a long storage life, but the price of that convenience is heavy nutrient degradation. Seniors already have increased needs for bioavailable nutrients, especially for bone, brain, and immune health. Relying on a food that looks whole but lacks functional nutrition can silently contribute to fatigue, digestive sluggishness, or vitamin deficiencies. There's also packaging to consider. Many box soups come in multi-layer cartons lined with plastic or aluminum, which, when exposed to heat or over time, may leach small amounts of BPA or similar chemicals, a concern for hormone balance and long-term health. In short, these box soups might look like a step up from the can, but the truth is, they've just swapped one set of problems for another. The smarter move? Make your own soup in batches. Freeze it in small portions and enjoy the kind of nourishment your body was designed to receive. Fresh, pro, and full of life. Now that we've uncovered the truth about store-bought soups, from hidden salt and additives to nutrient loss and gut irritation, let's shift toward the healing side of the spoon. Because when made right, soup isn't just food, it's therapy in a bowl. Deeply nourishing, easy to digest, and full of the minerals, amino acids, and plant compounds your body craves to stay strong, energized, and resilient as you age. These next 4 soups aren't just tasty, they're digestive allies, anti-inflammatory support systems, and tools to help you eat better with minimal effort. Let's begin with one of the oldest healing traditions in the book, and for good reason. 1. Bone broth soup. The mineral-rich, gut-healing foundation. If you had to choose just one soup to rebuild your digestion, your joints, and your immunity, it would be bone broth. This isn't trendy wellness hype. Bone broth has been used for centuries to heal the gut, soothe inflammation, and replenish minerals lost through illness, medication, or age-related decline. What makes it special is the slow simmering process, which extracts collagen, gelatin, amino acids like glycine and glutamine, and essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus from animal bones. These nutrients are incredibly bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs them easily, even when digestion is weak. For seniors, this is a game changer. Bone broth supports the intestinal lining, which becomes thinner and more sensitive with age. It helps repair tiny tears, reduces permeability, leaky gut, and promotes better nutrient absorption overall. If you suffer from bloating, food sensitivities, or inconsistent digestion, bone broth offers a gentle, therapeutic base to restore balance. It's also rich in gelatin, which supports joint health and mobility, easing stiffness and supporting tissue repair. Plus, the amino acid glycine calms the nervous system and may even support better sleep and mood regulation. Making it at home is simple. Use chicken, beef, or even fish bones, organic or grass-fed if possible. Add water, a splash of vinegar to help pull minerals from the bones, onions, garlic, celery, and carrots. Simmer for 12 to 24 hours, strain and store in the fridge or freezer. You can sip it warm, use it as a soup base, or even cook grains or vegetables in it to boost nutrition. Unlike box broths, homemade bone broth contains zero preservatives, no MSG, and maximum healing value. It's real food for real restoration. And for seniors who want lasting energy, steady digestion, and deep nourishment without complicated meals, it's the perfect place to start. 2. Lentil and vegetable soup, the fiber-filled, blood sugar-friendly bowl. When it comes to nourishing your gut, supporting steady energy, and giving your body real fuel, few meals compete with a simple, homemade lentil and vegetable soup. For seniors, this one-pot wonder is more than just filling. It's a complete, plant-powered solution for fiber, protein, and digestive harmony. Lentils are one of the best foods you can eat as you age. They're rich in soluble and insoluble fiber, which support gut motility, promote regular bowel movements, and help feed beneficial gut bacteria, all crucial for maintaining a healthy microbiome. Unlike store-bought soups with stripped-down starches and additives, lentil soup works with your body to improve digestion, not irritate it. They also offer a natural source of plant protein, which is key for preserving muscle mass, supporting immune function, and keeping you feeling full, without the heaviness of red meat or the cholesterol concerns that come with processed animal products. But the real magic happens when you combine lentils with a rainbow of vegetables. Carrots, celery, onions, tomatoes, spinach, zucchini, all add vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and protect aging cells. This combination not only supports digestion but also helps balance blood sugar. The fiber slows carbohydrate absorption, preventing the spikes and crashes that come from eating refined grains or sugar-laden canned soups. Lentils also contain resistant starch, which acts as a prebiotic and feeds the good bacteria in your colon, encouraging a more balanced, diverse gut flora. That's essential for immunity, nutrient absorption, and even brain health as you get older. Preparing lentil and vegetable soup is surprisingly easy. Sauté garlic, onion, and chopped veggies in olive oil. Add rinsed lentils, low-sodium broth, and your favorite herbs like thyme, cumin, or bay leaf, and simmer until tender. You can make a big pot and enjoy it for days, or freeze small portions for quick, healthy meals. The beauty of this soup is in its simplicity and stability. No sudden sugar spikes, no mystery ingredients, just real food that works slowly and steadily to support every system in your body. For seniors looking to improve digestion, stay fuller longer, and eat in a way that truly supports their long-term health, this isn't just a good recipe. It's a reliable, healing staple. 3. Carrot ginger soup, the anti-inflammatory immune booster. Sometimes the most healing foods come in the simplest combinations, and carrot ginger soup is a perfect example. With its naturally sweet flavor, warming spice, and vibrant color, this soup is more than a cozy bowl on a cool day. For seniors, it's a powerful way to reduce inflammation, support immunity, and calm digestion, all in one silky, soothing spoonful. Let's start with the star ingredient: carrots. These humble root vegetables are packed with beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, essential for eye health, immune strength, and the integrity of the gut lining. For older adults, maintaining strong immunity and supporting the body's natural barriers is key to fighting off infections and recovering more quickly from illness or stress. Carrots are also a great source of soluble fiber, which helps feed good gut bacteria and promote smoother digestion. And because they're naturally sweet, they satisfy the taste buds without spiking blood sugar, making this soup a smart choice for those managing diabetes or insulin resistance. Then there's ginger, one of the most widely used and scientifically backed anti-inflammatory spices on the planet. Ginger soothes the stomach, reduces gas and bloating, and supports the liver in detoxification. It also improves circulation and has been shown to ease nausea, joint stiffness, and mild pain, making it especially helpful for seniors dealing with arthritis, indigestion, or slow metabolism. Together, carrots and ginger create a digestive-friendly powerhouse. But the magic deepens when you add aromatics like garlic and onion, both known for their immune-boosting and antibacterial properties, and finish it with a swirl of healthy fat like coconut milk or olive oil to increase absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. The soup is easy to prepare. Sauté garlic, onion, and fresh ginger, add chopped carrots and low-sodium broth, and simmer until tender. Blend until smooth, season to taste, and garnish with herbs like parsley or a touch of lemon zest for brightness. What you get is a soup that's not only beautiful and satisfying, but functional. It warms your body, calms your gut, and fuels your recovery, whether you're dealing with a cold, inflammation, or just want to feel more vibrant. Carrot ginger soup isn't just food, it's a gentle yet potent ally for seniors who want to stay strong, sharp, and supported from the inside out. Number 4. Chicken and rice soup, the classic comfort with balanced nutrition. Few meals say comfort quite like a warm bowl of chicken and rice soup. It's familiar, satisfying, and when made at home, it's one of the most balanced, senior-friendly meals you can prepare. This classic combination delivers everything the aging body needs: hydration, protein, easy-to-digest carbs, and a soothing broth that supports both the gut and the immune system. Let's start with the protein. Chicken. Lean and gentle on digestion, it provides the amino acids needed to repair tissues, maintain muscle mass, and support immune function. For seniors, protein becomes more important, not less, with age, especially to combat muscle loss and maintain strength for mobility and independence. And when chicken is gently simmered in broth, it becomes tender, flavorful, and incredibly easy to absorb. Next comes the rice, a gentle gluten-free grain that offers a stable source of energy without irritating the stomach. White rice is easy to digest, making it ideal during times of digestive upset or illness, while brown rice adds fiber and more micronutrients if your gut can tolerate it. Either way, rice gives you slow-burning carbohydrates to fuel your body without the blood sugar roller coaster caused by processed foods. But the real power of chicken and rice soup is in the broth and vegetables. When made with a homemade or low-sodium broth and simmered with garlic, carrots, celery, and herbs, this soup becomes deeply nourishing. Garlic supports the immune system. Carrots and celery add antioxidants and fiber, and herbs like thyme or rosemary add both flavor and anti-inflammatory properties. Together, this soup becomes an all-in-one meal, easy on the stomach, rich in nutrients, and comforting enough to help during recovery from illness, fatigue, or stress. For seniors with smaller appetites or sensitive digestion, chicken and rice soup offers hydration and nourishment without heaviness. Best of all, it's simple to make. Start with a base of sautéed aromatics, Add chopped chicken and vegetables, pour in your broth, and stir in pre-cooked or rinsed rice near the end to maintain texture. Season gently with sea salt and fresh herbs, and you've got a meal that works for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Chicken and rice soup isn't just tradition, it's functional food that fuels longevity. And when made from scratch, it brings the kind of real comfort that no can or carton ever could. Soup has always been more than just food. It's warmth, it's comfort, it's care. But as we've seen today, not all soups are created with your health in mind. Store-bought options, though convenient, often come packed with excess salt, chemical thickeners, low-quality ingredients, and empty calories that do far more harm than healing, especially for seniors whose digestion, immunity, and energy depend on nutrient-dense, easily digestible meals. From canned cream soups and instant noodles to deceptively healthy boxed blends, many of the most common soups on supermarket shelves are quietly undermining your well-being. But the good news? You don't have to settle. With just a few ingredients, a little time, and the right recipes, you can turn soup into one of the most powerful tools for restoring balance, building strength, and supporting long-term health. Whether it's a mineral-rich bone broth, a fiber-filled lentil stew, an anti-inflammatory carrot-ginger blend, or a classic chicken and rice soup, every spoonful can work in your favor. And here's the beauty of it. Homemade soup is easy to batch, freeze, and enjoy over time. You're not just cooking. You're creating a stockpile of nourishment for days when energy is low, appetite is off, or you just want something you can trust to support your body. So here's your next step. Take one recipe from today's list and try it this week. Notice how you feel, not just in the moment, but after the meal. Your digestion, your energy, your clarity. All of it is influenced by what's in your bowl. And if this guide helped you rethink what you keep in your pantry or inspired you to make a small change in how you nourish yourself, be sure to give this video a like, leave a comment, and share it with someone you care about. For more videos like this, grounded in real nutrition, built for real life, and designed to help you thrive, make sure you subscribe to Active Healthcare. We're here to make healthy aging simple, sustainable, and deeply satisfying, one smart meal at a time. Because when you feed your body with wisdom and intention, it gives you back what matters most: strength, clarity, and the comfort of feeling truly well.